Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Strider J23's Pax East 2012 special. Today we're going to be looking at all the games that I saw on the show floor and talking about some of the wasn't allowed. But without further ado, let's get right to our first game. Alright, our first game up on tap today is Jet Set Radio Future. This is a cult classic that was back in the days of the Sega Dreamcast. Shout outs to all my Dreamcast player fans out there. This was really popular when the Tony Hawk genre was kind of at its prime. It was one of the founding fathers in the cel-shaded revolution, and Sega's bringing it back in a big way with updated HD visuals and awesome play control. Can't wait to get my hands on this. I only got to play a little bit at the show. Look for Jet Set Radio later this year. Alright, the next game we have on tap today is The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. Alright, The Witcher 1 was a really popular PC game, and unfortunately we never got a home console version of that, but now Warner Brothers Games is stepping up to the plate and we're getting The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. Basically, it's an enhanced version of The Witcher 2 that was on PC last year, was critically acclaimed, and won tons of awards. Now, in this footage you're about to see, it's a bunch of off-camera footage of me playing the game. You could see right off the bat the graphics are just absolutely beautiful. They did a great job on bringing this from the PC to the Xbox 360. It's an action RPG. It's really bloody, a lot of sex, a lot of violence, stuff that I really can't show on the screen here. But if you love those types of games, make sure you pick this up. The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings is coming out April 17th, 2012 for your Xbox 360. Up next, we have the exclusive Far Cry 3 alpha footage. I only got like 30 seconds of this because I was not supposed to be filming this at all, but I did this because I wanted to show you guys. After that amazing trailer last year, we were all wondering what Far Cry was going to look like. Well, this is the exclusive first look of Far Cry 3 on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. This is the multiplayer mode, as you can see, and the visuals still look really gorgeous even for just a pre-alpha build. It was definitely a huge line at the show to play this. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to play it, but I did sit and film a bunch of footage for you guys so you could take a look at it. They had a crazy contest going on where if 100 people, they took the first 100 people, if you shaved your head like the main character, they gave you this for free. That is crazy. But anyway, Far Cry 3, enjoy this footage, and if you're a big fan of FPSs like I am, make sure that you're going to go and pre-order this. It's going to be later out this year in fall of 2012. Remember, Far Cry, it's coming back. Alright, the next game we got coming up was a personal favorite of mine of the show. It's Spec Ops the Line. Now, if you guys remember Spec Ops on the PlayStation 1, this game was always like a bottom-of-the-barrel bargain shooter. 2K Games has the license now, and they did a phenomenal job with this. I got a chance to play this. What you're looking at right now is the exclusive PAX East trailer. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any gameplay because the minute you got into the booth, you had to put all your cameras away. But let me tell you guys, this game is intense. It's hot. It's story-based. It's driven. Great cinematic kill action sequences, an amazing story. Like I said, the main character is voiced by Nolan North. I got to play about a 45-minute demo of this. The sand physics are absolutely incredible, as you're seeing some of that on the screen here. There's one cool point in the demo where you shoot out a bus and all this sand pours out, suffocates a bunch of guys. Definitely not your average third-person shooter. Be on the lookout for Spec Ops the Line when it hits this June 2012. Alright, here we have Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I was only able to get about 20 seconds of this because we were not supposed to be taking this footage, but I did the best I could for you guys. Make sure you pick this up. It's going to be out May 2012. Alrighty, now this brings us to my pick of the show for Sleeper Hit, and that is Sleeping Dogs. Many of you might have known or recognized this game as True Crime Hong Kong. This actually was supposed to be out last year under that title. It was going to be an Activision title, and unfortunately Activision decided to not publish it. So instead of just saying, well, the hell with it, the developers actually went to a different company to see if anybody would pick them up, and fortunately for us, Square Enix not only picked them up but gave them a huge budget to work with, and as you see, it is absolutely impressive. This was probably one of the best demos that I played on the show floor. Right now you're watching the in-car portion, or you just were. Seems like the guy is out on foot now. You can see how detailed it is. Have nice rain effects when he's walking. You see his feet splashing around. Here's one of the story scenes. You can see the detail in the character models is just absolutely gorgeous. Nice textures on the skin, nice textures on the clothing. And remember, again, this is only a beta. So this is only beta footage. I mean, we're talking, they still have all this time to polish it. From what I can tell, this is a really gritty, violent game. And you're going to see that in some of the gameplay that you'll see later on. Again, this is part of one of the story sequences, and it's going to actually show in a little bit here how violent this game actually can get. So let's just sit back and relax and both enjoy it for a little bit. This here is kind of like a interactive, cinema scene. Basically, you see him crawling towards something because he's tied up, and probably is trying to get free. And you can see the lightning and all the nice, lighting and blooming effects. Now, what's cool here is that if you notice, you have to hit the left analog stick like you were actually, sawing your ropes off, which I thought was awesome. Alrighty, and just enjoy this little sequence of events here. I think you're going to like it quite a bit. Yeah, that's the kind of violence and brutality I was talking about. Really cool quick time event there, and a very cinematic kill. Really gets you into the thick of the story, and you just really get into it. Basically the game, I just can't wait for it myself. All right, well, next now we're going to go to some off-camera footage. Now, this was a little bit harder to get because I did have to stand behind a couple people to get this, but anyway, now you can see another big part of this game was that there's a lot of chases on foot. It's got that real Hong Kong cinema action feel, and you can see him running, vaulting over gates, and what's really nice about this is it's really smooth. I did get a chance to play this game for about 20 minutes, and none of this is stuttery. Now we're going to come to the excellent hand-to-hand combat system. Open world games are great and all, but the one thing that they always lack on is the hand-to-hand options. It's always usually gunplay. Well, since this is like a Hong Kong action movie, the martial arts in this is great. It's got a very basic attack scheme. X button is your weak. Hold down X would be your strong. Y button would be your counter. A button... I forgot what A button did. I don't think it really did anything major. And B button, I believe, was block. And basically, you can do all kinds of different things here. You can throw, running attacks, strong attack, weak attacks. And also what's really cool is you can interact with the environment like he's doing here. You saw that he held them. That's right, B button was grapple. So what you can do is you can actually grapple someone, and then you'll see different parts of the environment light up. And what that's telling you is that you can actually interact with that part. As you see, he's bringing it over to the dumpster there. Watch this. He's going to pick him up, chuck him right in the dumpster. There's a lot of cool interactive cinematic moves like that you can unlock, through the environment, through all this great combat. Again, you're going to see we're back to the chase on foot. Now we're on another rooftop battle. This is where things got really gruesome for me. I'm not sure if we're going to see it in this video, but when I played this, there are a bunch of fans on the side. I actually grappled one of the guys, took his head, put it in the fan, and it literally chopped it up into pieces right in front of me. Blood was splattering everywhere all over my clothing. Just really nice, violent. I mean, it really reminds me of like John Woo Hong Kong action flicks. I cannot tell you enough how excited I am for this game. I'm so glad someone picked this up. When they actually canceled this as True Crime Hong Kong, I was really, really, really upset. And I'm really happy that somebody actually picked this up. Square Enix, thank you so much. Hats off to the development team for doing such a great job. And this actually won Destructoid's game of the show, or one of their games of the show, and this is definitely my pick as sleeper hit. Look for Sleeping Dogs on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC later this year. All right, and last but certainly not least, the big one of the show, Borderlands 2. This is an exclusive PAX East trailer. You see a lot of awesome new animations. There's the new character. She's like, or he's like a robot ninja. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any gameplay on this because they made you put your cameras away when I got to the booth. I waited 2.5 hours in line to play this, but let me tell you guys, it is incredible. It was one of the best demos of the day. You can dual wield now as a gunzerker. The graphics are beautiful. The cell shading is just top notch at its game. It's violent as hell. It's still got all of your favorite, elements in Borderlands where you have, over a bazillion weapons or gazillion weapons. I played split screen co-op. Actually, not split screen. I played co-op, side-by-side co-op with my friend. We were playing this demo. Guys, this is just amazing. I mean, Gearbox should be saluted. This is going to be one of the must-have games of the year, and it was an absolute privilege to be able to play this. I really wish I could have taken footage, but they did not allow us, so I was able to snag the exclusive PAX trailer for you, and you can see just how gorgeous this gameplay is. One of my favorite things is the Gunzerkers. You can just dual wield any weapons you have, so you could literally have like 2 huge rocket launchers and just fire dual rockets at the guys, and you become kind of like, not impervious, but you have so much adrenaline running through you that, pretty much bullets are like bouncing off of you. It's just such an awesome game. The other class that was there was the Siren. I did not play as a Siren. I wanted to play as the Gunzerker. And this 15 minutes that I spent was just awesome. All your favorites are back. As you can see, Claptrap the robot. And the new cast of characters is just great. So make sure that you check out Borderlands 2. That's going to be arriving this fall on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC. All right, well, that's it for me for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you back here as soon as possible. We're going to be doing this every week. Check out my review of Warriors Orochi 3, which should be up on next Tuesday for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. If you're a fan of the Dynasty Warriors games, you're going to love it. So once again, thank you for your viewership, and we'll see you next time at the dojo. Capcom forever, baby.